the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Graham to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off play action. Bradshaw. He's got it to Swan, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. He'll check it down to Bell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Graham. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They go play action with Graham. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 7-7, our score after one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got it to Bell on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That will give up the middle to Dabest. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Bradshaw got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 70 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Off the play fake, here's Graham. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Graham going to set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harden on the punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They go play action now. Graham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Graham. A good decision in the end. The pull-up run gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This one left side, caught by Swan.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Slot man moves right. On first down, Bradshaw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Over the middle, he gets it to Swan, complete.
Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They juked him, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Graham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So for me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Off the play fake, Bradshaw. And his throw here is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, Bradshaw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now an inside give to Bell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Off play action. Bradshaw. the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Fourth down, Bradshaw, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Bradshaw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Pulled in at the 24.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Graham will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Graham to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Finding Miller once more, complete. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Back to throw. Bradshaw. And And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Bell.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And taken right at the 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now he's flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now Graham on 3rd and long. Just keeping the play alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Draw play for Brown. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling for